There are a lot of people that have been trained in mediation, especially last year, but inevitably they have been trained according to a certain model, the problem-solving approach. If now we run something different, I mean the basic training in transformative mode, what will it change in terms of training?
Yeah, the training is very different. I know the problem-solving training. I used to do problem-solving training, and it's a very different view of conflict. Mediation really is the practice you use to intervene in conflicts based upon your underlying view of what successful conflict is. And the transformative training moves away from seeing conflict as a problem to be solved and moves towards seeing conflict as a crisis in people's conflict interaction. So it requires a mindset shift. It requires a way of looking at what's happening in front of you that changes your perspective and requires different skills to work with. So it will give people a chance who take a basic training, a chance to really think about the differences and whether or not it resonates with them as a way of intervening in conflict.
And I understand that the training is very creative in terms of sessions, individual sessions, cases, and also video recording of the performances.
Sometimes, yes, and it's very much about internalizing how seeing conflict from a transformative perspective, can help one decide how to intervene. But the training has many exercises. We start with the premises, we start with how to see conflict this way, we look at videos of conflict, and then we think about how can we promote a positive change in parties' conflict interaction, and go through very specific skills and practice those skills so that people have an alternative way of intervening with this model in mind.
Yeah. And how many days it will take, the basic?
The basic training is usually 3 to 4 full days. Because we really work with seeing the conflict, understanding the role of the mediator, how to do the opening conversation with the parties in a way that's consistent with the premises, working with specific skills, mastering those skills, and then finally putting them together.
Okay, good. And apart from the basic training, there is also an advanced training.
Yes.
There is a couple of days.
Yes, that training would be after you've taken the basic training. It's when we would be videotaping people, and people would be actually practicing whole segments of mediation where they're using the skills and deciding when, the timing of the skills and the use of them to support the parties.
Okay.